Hello, beautiful people. I hope you all are, in fact, magically delicious, blessed, and highly flavored. I am your girl, April Sampe Foster. Please say the Foster. And we're going to welcome you all to this morning's motivational rise and grind. I told y'all I was going to be doing this on a regular basis, okay? I told y'all I was not playing. But you know what? I'm going to bring something old back. I hope y'all don't mind. I hope y'all don't mind.
I am a queen from beginning to end. I don't need you to lose for me to win. I am that fire, that magic, that bold, that command your soul within. I got money from checks I cash. I got talent. This shit gon' last. I be grinding with shit, dear sons and daughters. Tell y'all go hush now, like blue, I've been guarding. I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm good for your health. I'm good for your wealth. I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm your mama. I'm your sister. I'm your auntie. I'm your daughter. I am beauty. Show no ugly. Follow me. I'll take you back. I am the light in the nighttime, giving you life. Yes, I ride for my bloodline.
Y'all, okay, so I have one of the most amazing guests visiting me today, okay? And I'm saying she's a guest. I hope she's like on here on a regular basis. I really do. But it just depends on if she wakes up on time, amen? So I need you all to give a warm welcome to, listen, it's fire and ice, honey, Miss Soko, Jermaine Pringle. Am I allowed to say your whole name, honey? Am I allowed to
I
say
mean, sure. I
okay,
don't have
good.
anything to hide. I'm not hiding from the government.
Okay, so can I talk about your skin and how much it's glowing?
Oh, thank
Can I do
you.
that?
Thank you.
And you know it's early in the morning, and for you to look that gorgeous at this time of morning, because yesterday I was on here looking just as ashy as I could
No,
look.
you weren't. And see, that's the reason I got up this morning and did my skincare regimen because I was like, okay, she's on here looking all fly. Let me not look like I just rolled out of the bed. But
No.
it's good because I had some self care and some time for myself before I had to get up and start taking care of everything and everybody else in the world. I was able to focus on me. So, yeah.
Focus on me.
Hmm.
Listen, you gotta do it. You got to do it. And speaking of, because I really want to talk about what your future looks like, right? And this is not just a Jermaine thing. Like I said, this whole thing is about really motivation and motivating everybody, right? Motivational rise and grind. I'm like, if you can get started early in the morning, your whole day is set, right?
Right.
I noticed that you have been, how can I put this? Your legs have been legging. Okay. Y'all, listen, I'm gonna need y'all to make sure you're following every place that you can possibly follow her because, in all seriousness, her body is bodying, and she be posting videos of how she has gone from having an amazing body to begin with to having body yaddy yaddy. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the misconception. I thought I was doing well. I thought my body was okay. I was like, I'm cool until I started working out and I started seeing the results. And it's not necessarily on the scale, it's at the doctor's appointment. I went to a physical and my doctor was like, oh, you must walk a lot because my resting heart rate is around 51. And that's the heart rate of an athlete. And I'm a 48-year-old woman.
48 where, honey? Where? Where?
48.
Okay. So today's topic is what does your future look like? So I want to know, let's say when did all of this start?
I probably didn't get serious until March of 2023. I mean, yeah, March of 2024. I didn't get serious until March of 2024. I was
This
born
year.
this year.
So wait, how many months is that? Because my math ain't math. And how many
You're gonna make me count on my
on
fingers.
your fingers? Go ahead. 1, 8, 6, 14.
9.
Okay. So in 9 months,
hmm
most people get fat, right? Most people like, in 9 months they get big enough for a baby. You were like, I'm just gonna get my whole body all the way together in 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months. And it took some work. Like it took dedication. I actually went to a nutritionist because I thought I was eating right. And she showed me, you think you're eating healthy, you think you're eating clean, but you're not. She showed me how to reduce fat and how to add good fat. She told me how to deal with cravings by adding fiber to my diet.
Okay.
And how to break the carb cycle. She helped me to identify, certain times of the month when my carbs would go crazy and the reason why and what to do to try to counteract that. So, March, I lost, since March, 23 pounds until last week, Thanksgiving, I gained about 3 pounds.
We're not going to talk about Thanksgiving. We can go for a different time. That doesn't.
Yeah, shout out to my mama.
Look, yes, definitely shout out to her. So I want to know, were you able to see that before? So we said March, right? So January, did you see your body of today?
No.
Really?
No, I didn't. And the reason being is that I did it different this time.
Okay.
I didn't have a big goal. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to lose 28 pounds. I said, I want to lose 4 pounds a month.
Okay.
And,
So
it made it more achievable.
Okay. So you didn't go through a visualization process?
Not exactly. Not where I said, oh, this is. I have pictures. I would see videos. I would see people like, oh God, I would love to have her body, but not necessarily saying, hey, that's going to be me. Okay. I was just like, consistency is what my trainer has always been saying. Stay consistent. And so I just wanted to focus on remain consistent.
I love that, because I think that that's been my issue, is that I have not remained consistent. I'll do something, and then as soon as I get bored with it, or it's not working exactly the way I want it to, I walk away.
Oh, it's hard because I fully feel like I have not been properly diagnosed with adult attention deficit, because my attention span is all over the place, especially like when it professionally. It's like, okay, I need to stay focused, and it's so hard to remain focused on things. So like yourself for consistency.
No. It's all social media. Social media has gone, you being able to watch something for 2 hours, sit down, watch a movie for 2 hours, to literally watching shorts for 30 seconds.
Right. And if the short is over 2 minutes, it's like, okay, I've had enough. I'm not watching this longer than 2 minutes.
Right. Yeah. So it's very understandable, which is one of the reasons why I think this is so important, focusing on what your future looks like, what your plans are, and how you can actually see them. It's like when you were a child. So I talk about myself. When I was a child, I saw myself being like the biggest entertainer of all time. Right? That's all I wanted to do was sing. I wanted to be on everybody's stage. And I just knew that I was able to do that. And so what I started to do was listen to what other people put on me. So like, my parents would be so scared. I don't want you to sing. You need to focus on school. School is more important. Yeah, school's important. But my livelihood is also important. My mindset is also important.
Right.
What I want to see for myself is even more important than me graduating from anything.
Right. Feeding your passion. Yeah.
Right. And I think that that's something that we start to lose from childhood to adulthood. We start allowing other people to put their insecurities on us.
Absolutely.
So what was it when you were a child? What did you want to be?
Diana Ross. I'll never forget. I'm so serious. I would never forget. I was a little girl. And I remember running. I guess probably watching Solid Gold or something. I saw Diana Ross. I love Diana Ross. And I told Mom, I said, oh, Mom, I want to be Diana Ross when I grow up. But I remember her saying, you don't want to be no Diana Ross.
And then you were like, well, I guess I don't want to be Diana Ross.
Yeah. And it actually changed my perception of Diana Ross.
No, why?
It made me feel like, because my mother said that, it made me feel like something was wrong with her. And so I immediately was like, I don't want to be Diana Ross anymore. There's something wrong with her. My mother says, I don't want to be Diana Ross. So there must be something wrong with her. And so from that point on, like, I shied away from anything that would put a spotlight on me. Even though I had talent, even though, I did poetry and other things, but I shied away from the spotlight.
That bothers me, always has bothered me from day one. because you are unbelievably talented. So, beautiful people of social media, the one of the ways that we met. So, Greg Evans, who is an amazing realtor out in the DMV,
Hey,
introduced
Greg.
us. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
How you doing?
Greg introduced us. Let me tell you how he introduced us. I actually hosted an event. Um, hmm?
I said, "Ooh, my elbow's ashy."
So listen, ash is prevalent. In what time is it? 7 in the morning. So I was hosting this open mic at a place called Indulge, and Indulge was like my baby. I loved that event. And Greg was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my good girlfriend, Jermaine." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, bring her on." Let me tell you, long-legged, beautiful piece of loveliness. Hey, Constance. This lovely piece of beauty just walks in and says, "Oh, I'm gonna do a poem." Oh, okay. When I tell you, she came in, walked up on the mic, did her poem, shut it down, turned around, and walked out. She was like, "I have a show to do down the street." That's how you do it. You just this is how you do. You just gonna walk in, do your poem, walk out. I mean, gave her a standing O. It was a rack of people there, and she killed it, and then turned around and walked out. I was like, well, this concludes because I can't. Who's gonna go behind that? And it's always been that way. Every single time she gets on the mic, that's the way it is. She also sings. Like it's so many things that you're able to do from writing, from singing, from and not just poems, songs. And it hurts to know that you should be in the spotlight at all times and you feel more comfortable not being in the spotlight.
Right. I mean, even in our friendship, like when we go out, like I'm like, that's April. She gonna walk in, she gonna steal the show. I'm in the cut, I'm in the back, I'm on the
and should not be.
Yeah.
And never should be. Never, ever, ever should be. You are not in the cut kind of person. That's why Fire and Ice were created, because there is no person that should be behind. There's no person that should be sitting down. There's no, because you steal the show at all times. Like you can walk in, as soon as you walk in, people are like, "Good Lord, now she's a tall drink of water." Like, I'm sorry.
Next to another tall drink of water.
Well, and I apologize for even saying that, because she is not a tall drink of water, honey. She is a glass of champagne.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Okay, don't disrespect with just water. Okay.
Yeah, I love how you affirm me. I love it in our friendship, we always do the positive affirmation of each other.
It's needed because it's true. Like it's totally different when it's not. And
Right.
let's just be real here, because I think that we've all had some of those friends. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to put this on there. We have. I'm sorry, y'all.
But you cold though.
Ice cold. And no, ma'am, you are not a tall drink of water. I mean, I'm sorry, you are not a drink of water. You are also you more of a cup of champagne.
I don't know. She might be a shot of tequila.
You know what? She is more of a tequila.
That top shelf tequila. Yeah.
Y'all, I want to really take this time to make sure everybody is focused on what their future is looking like, right? I want to know what your mind movie is, right? Mm-hmm. What movie plays in your head every time you think of what your future looks like, or even your present? I think that sometimes we have to even lie to ourselves about what life is looking like. I kept saying that 2024 has been the hardest year of my life. I have no problem with saying this over and over and over again, because in my head, 2024 is gone, right? It doesn't even exist anymore. I know most people think we're in 2024. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in 2027 right now. You know what I mean? And you want to know how my future looks? Extremely bright. I'm filthy, filthy, filthy rich. I'm extremely happy. And so my movie is an emotional journey, an emotional roller coaster, but in the most positive way. I'm filled with smiles, laughter, excitement. I'm filled like I'm always smiling. Like I have to say that, because now when I visualize what my future looks like, I'm smiling. And I'm doing that intentionally. And I find that now I'll get goosebumps when before I didn't. It was more like I'm lying to myself. And now I don't believe that I'm lying to myself. And so, whatever you believe in your mind is going to be 100% true. What are your senses telling you when you are visualizing what your future looks like? And so, I'm going to ask you, Miss Madam Germaine, when when it's your time to visualize, do you ever take those times to just really picture what your future is going to look like, or even what your present is going to look like? Or is
Um, I probably should do it with more structure, because everything's all in my brain. I have different goals, different things I want to work on. Like I'm like, okay, well, I want to get a certification for my job, and then I'm like, I want to take a class because I want to learn how to start trading options. But I need to put more structure to it, put a timeline to it, and really just think about when am I going to accomplish this, and what's the overall end goal once
Mhm.
I start accomplishing those things. So hope this is good for me because it's making me think and making me be more intentional on what I need to do to get to that next step that I have, swimming around in my brain.
I wanted to post in the comment area about 6 phase meditation, because exactly what you're saying, like maybe you should have more structure. Maybe, those are the things that you need in order to get to exactly where you're looking to get to.
Hmm.
This could potentially assist. Have you ever had done a guided meditation?
I have. I've done short-term guided meditation. I have.
Have they been like on social media or actually in the presence of someone?
More social media or an app. I've used an app to do it.
Which apps have you used?
So I use I'm a Peloton member, and they have guided meditation sessions on there. And so I'll use those. There's various instructors on there, and I'll use their guided meditation. But often my meditation has been to relax or to go to sleep. Um,
Okay.
so
Do you have a hard time sleeping?
sometimes because I have all these thoughts and I have anxiety and just trying to actually get my brain to shut down to go to sleep.
So this will definitely help, because it'll help you put your thoughts in order. And um, I think that that's always been an issue for me until I started meditating. And I'll tell you who put me on this. Haha, you know this guy. His name is Calm, Mr. Keep On Moving.
Oh,
You know him?
yes, my great friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
He ain't mine no more because I don't never hear from him. But
Oh,
I know it's because I'm bald headed, and I don't know what he got an issue with bald headed people.
yeah, he
Um,
told me that. He was
I,
like, ever since April been bald headed, I can't really fool with her. I mean, been bald headed forever, but
well, not since I've known him. I've actually known him. I had hair, but
well,
but
that's what it is. So,
he mad that I got it. So he actually put me on this. Somebody he sent it to him. He was like, "Man, you need to try this." I
hmm.
tried it one time. I was like, "This is it. I'm hooked."
But what is it?
It's 6 phase meditation. So I
Six.
put it. I put
I'm
it
taking
in the.
notes.
Well, no, I already put it in the comment section, so you
Okay.
can actually get it anytime you want. But I think that it's something that could potentially assist in your daily visualization. And so a lot of you also know that in my professional life that I'm in real estate. And I talk to people about this on a consistent basis, people who are looking to get into a new home. They keep saying, I don't know if it's going to happen. And I'm like, all right, if you don't think it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. You want a house, you can have a house.
Hmm.
They're like, well, I want a real big house. Maybe you're not going to have a big house today, but you'll have a big house eventually,
Hmm.
right? You might have to start with your starter house. You might have to do whatever it is that you need to do. But what I want you to do is visualize yourself in your house. So what I'll do is I'll find out how much they get pre-approved for. So let's say they're pre-approved for, make up a number, $250,000, but they want a huge mansion, right? So, okay,
Well,
this is what I want to do. We're going to take this $250,000 that you're approved for, and we're going to look online and find you a house for this amount, right? And what I want you to do is start seeing yourself in this house. I want you to visualize yourself in this house. And I want you to focus on how this house is going to move you to your next house. And they're like, what do you mean by that? Well, this $250,000 house is going to one day increase in value, right?
Mhm.
And your income is going to increase. And as all of that's happening, you're going to be paying down your mortgage. So you're going to be earning additional equity. Look at God.
Hmm.
And it's going to be time for you to sell said house so that we can move on to a bigger and better house. Now, that one will be 400,000, but you're looking for an $800,000 house. And we're just going to keep rinsing and repeating,
Right.
rinsing and repeating. And so when you get when we have that mindset and when we are able to see it, we're able to achieve it. There's so many people that don't understand what generational wealth really looks like, and it's being able. It really starts from home ownership, right? You're able to take that house and turn it into your children's education. You're able to take that house and turn it into any type of health, um, uh, fixing and repairing any health issues. That house can pay for so many things, and you're still able to live in it, and it can still add value over and over and over again. So
Absolutely.
I want people to really focus on what your future looks like, not just from a home ownership perspective, but from your life's perspective. And so that's one of the reasons that I wanted to bring you here today.
Mhm.
So is there anything that you feel that you can add to anyone else's maybe journey when it comes to their fitness journey, and possibly how to use visualization, even though that's not what you did initially, how you could
Well,
potentially use it?
I mean, not just in fitness, but just in goals and life. Even my short career in real estate, I used to always talk to people about getting a PIP. What's a PIP? We're not talking about Gladys Knight. We're talking about, a PIP. Put a plan in place. Plan in place. And they would always say, I'm not ready. I'm not looking for it yet. But it's because, well, I would always tell them, like, I'm not looking for 2 years. Oh, well, that's great, because we need to put a plan in place. We need to figure out how much, what you're qualified for. We need to see what your credit is doing. We need to see how are you going to get your down payment. We get a plan in place. Like, no, there's no short there at no period of time is it too far out to start working on putting a plan in place. And that just goes with life in general. Like, if it's something I want, like I said, I have classes I need to take. Well, I need to put a plan in place. I got to get a PIP.
I love that. Oh, stealing. Is that okay? Can I steal?
Absolutely.
Okay. And also, I like how you said your short-lived real estate career. I
Mhm.
do believe that it might come back. I don't know. This is just me. So everyone,
I manifested in my life.
I'm manifesting it. Yeah. I want to put that out there, ladies and gentlemen, people and peepettes, that just in case, I know that you all know that I refer to agents in the DMV. So if you need one, you can always give me a call and I'll refer you to Jermaine. See how I did that there?
Yes. We're gonna get a PIP.
We're going to get a PIP. We're going to get a plan in place. Her back into real estate. So that she can assist you with creating what?
A
PIPs.
PIP.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and go, but are there any other things that you're maybe working on that you wanna promote?
No, not right now, April. This is our first time, and it won't be my last time.
Oh, yay!
So yeah, that's me at Facebook, Jermaine Pringle. Instagram, I am Jermaine with you find me there. But no, I'm just thankful that you brought me on this morning. I like the focus that we have and where we're going, and
I love it.
yeah,
And there's another person that should be on here. She makes us very sick. Her name is Madam Constance Carter.
absolutely.
She should be here, but she's all like, "Oh, I'm doing things that are more important than hanging
I
out
mean,
with."
right. She's like I'm moving into a house.
Yeah, a better house, because I visualized myself moving into a
Right.
bigger,
I
better
had a PIP.
house. Real quick, y'all, I want to tell you guys December 6th, December 6th, December 6th. Y'all, if you're in the Augusta area, please join me at the Vibe House. It's going to be at the Cigar Lounge right there down to the Broad Street. And on Sunday, the 8th, I need you all to come on and hang out with me down to the Atlanta City Winery. We're going to be celebrating Queen Sheba. She got her Grammy nomination, her second. She's going to be bringing home the gold in 2025. See, I told y'all, listen, there's so many things, so many ways that we're going to thrive in 2025. So she's going to bring home the gold in 2025. Watch that.
I
So
love
it's
her.
going to be, and listen, she's magically delicious.
Yeah.
But poetry versus hip hop. So I need y'all to make sure you get your tickets. It's about to be sold out. So get your tickets yesterday. In addition, aprilfosterproperties.com. I need for you people to go ahead and subscribe to April Foster Properties. If you are in the I don't know, if you're looking to potentially purchase a home anytime soon, and even if you're not, still you can get a lot of valuable information. I do upload a blog at least once a week. And also, if you've ever done any work with me, make sure that you leave a 5-star review. And that's about all. I love you guys. I'm not lying. Not this time. Be beautiful. Be blessed. Be working on your future through visualization. Bye, everybody.